Mr. Ahmad, and we're here to have like a very casual conversation, try to get to know him, learn more about his journey as a founder, as an entrepreneur. Nowadays, people think being an entrepreneur is a very easy business. They think, yalla, let's just go create an app and we'll become millionaires the next day. And we're here to hear how it's really, really like. So let's start off, if you can tell us briefly something about yourself, or about your startup, or about Foodics, and let's take it from there.
Sure. My name is Ahmad Alzaini. I'm an electrical engineer from KFU PM, graduate in 2012. Me and my co-founder.
They're having maybe closer or something. Can you hear me fine? Yeah. Anna fine? No.
Yes.
And maybe.
It's clearer.
Is this better?
Regularly.
Let's try exchanging microphones.
Yeah, this is much clearer. Again, my name is Ahmad Alzaini, graduated from KFU PM and electrical engineer back in 2012. We started Foodics and we started actually thinking about the project back in 2013, and we kicked off the first project in 2014, me and my co-founder Musab al-Uthmani. He's as well as a computer engineer from KFU PM. Basically, the business was a digital menu. Recently, we were having a group of ideas that we need to collaborate and choose the best idea to implement the business. And then one of the project reached us that we need a digital order taker to my coffee shop and so on, and we start think about this business opportunity from that side. And the last step was having studying the market potential in terms of digital menu and how we can automate the business in terms of the order from the kitchen and the dining hall and the hall with the point of sale or the cashier itself.
You mind if I interrupt you for a
Sure.
second and we take it a step back? What created this idea? Like, was there a problem you guys saw, you faced, whether in your own businesses or something prior to this that you're like, wait, there's this problem, we can solve it this way, we can automate it, and other businesses need this as well?
Actually, none of us were expert in the F&B industry and the food industry, so but we have the sense of technology, and back in university we were studying in coffee shops regularly, so we sensed the lack of the innovation in the F&B industry. From there where we start to think about how we digitalize the menu in terms of the paper to an iPad to lower the cost, better scene and so on. After that, we differentiate that there is a problem happen between sending the order and communicating between the digital menus and the point of sale itself. And then we start communicating with the international point of sale, and then we discover that the point of sale has a big experience back there, and then it is the real industry to invest in and focus on. While we did this study, we figured that the next generation, the next innovation in the F&B, in the point of sale industry is the cloud-based point of sale. So we start communicating with such companies, and we study the market very well, and then we start understanding what is the point of sale where, because the first version from Foodics was completely failure, and we didn't even thought that the point of sale is a really complex room to invest and to develop as well. We started developing the point of sale طبعا and then the idea that we were started, we think that the point of sale, the iPad menu was the core product. In fact, currently nowadays it is just add-on in Foodics. So the restaurant management system is the real industry. طبعا الحمد لله nowadays we replace the multinational and the international companies يعني especially in Saudi Arabia. Currently Foodics in 17 countries worldwide and more than 15 application or terminals worldwide, and as well as we are dominating alhamdulillah now more than 20% of the market in the area. Our international growth is in terms of the GCC itself and North Africa and Europe, inshallah. We focus on we are planning to flip the table upside down. The F&B industry is always in need in the innovation, food innovations. So we decided to jump into the artificial intelligence and the machine learning and to communicate with the cashier itself to convert the idea of the point of sale from just a tool or a system into an automated intelligent system.
So you're always ahead of the curve, you're always thinking ahead, what's the latest technology, how can we utilize it best to improve our services? During this entire process, it's been 5 years?
It is the fourth.
This is the 4th year? What were the challenges or like the hurdles you faced in these 4 years? And obviously you have done so much, you've expanded in 17 countries. There must have been challenges that you faced throughout.
Actually, the most challenges were that the talents actually. The problem in our country, you couldn't find such talent in the same environment. And also, for example, if I need to headhunt one of the competitors, I couldn't. Most of our competitors in USA and Europe and so on, even it's a very rare in Europe. It's basically in Australia and USA. So this is where it is a really big challenges here. And really the real assets, it is the talents you have, not the capital. How capital? As much as you can raise, you cannot utilize this fund you achieve without having or capturing talents in your company. So we believe that alhamdulillah, capturing what we have now in the company, alhamdulillah, it's the most talented people we have, and outstanding people that they believe in the vision of the company and where we will standing the next, let's say, 5 years from now.
May I ask how much in total have you raised so far in investments?
Up to till now, we raised $4 million, $4.5 million.
Were there challenges that came with that? Some people say that's a blessing and that's a curse.
No, actually, yes. يعني beginning of, we were the first startup raised this amount of money in Series A in the region. So that's why it was challenging, even in the legal structure. But nowadays, I believe it's really a red carpet for all of the startups, especially the facilitations lately in the SAGIA and so on.
That's interesting. What do you think there are like advantages and benefits that startups have today that did not exist in your day and you went through them? And there are lessons learned for them today. Can you give us an idea of some of the stuff that you have to go through that startups don't have to go through today? Or what advice you can give startups from like the challenges you went through?
The first or the number one advice is don't keep thinking about your idea or your brilliant idea. يعني, what is the value of the idea without implementation is $20 only. So you have to implement, you have to start يعني don't double. Of course, you have to advise, you have to think, you have to يعني consult your idea, but don't keep. It's a risk. If you are not a risk lover, please don't join this word.
Absolutely. Risk lover, a lover of high blood pressure sometimes. Can you give us an idea of, in an entrepreneur's life, what's a typical day look like? Because a lot of understanding I get from aspiring entrepreneurs, what I understand from a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs is they think you wake up, you go to work, you're the boss, you have people doing all the work for you, you're just chilling, probably smoking your cigar, and that's it. Yeah. What is your typical day really like?
It's a really hard day. But actually, I never thought about what my day this year in last year. And for example, I don't know what's my next year challenges and what's my next year journey. Every year there is a new. I'm an ambitious person, and all of the my team and my scope of work and my board and the investors are really ambitious. So we are always in demand. So, we face some questions that Ahmad, you are doing well, really well in the industry you are talking about. Why you like to jump us and to jump in a new industry or a new technology to facilitate the same industry you are on? It is all about ambition and the demand you are. Your vision is to get a unicorn, $1 billion company. You cannot reach to this goal without working hard and accelerate really the growth. If your growth is not X, 10X, 20X, it is no more a startup, no more a unicorn business. So you have always to keep looking and keep researching to new challenges. So back to your question, my really day is all about researching, talking, looking to a new technology to attend, and always being CEO or the head of your startup or something. Don't do the job of others. You have to be free to focus on to be the top of the pilgrim, to have a better view. Always, if you keep selling and I'm good in selling, or I'm doing this my job, and keep and helping, supporting the team, it is wrong, by the way. You have to be free to do the due diligence for your business and to do what is the best for the next move. And this is one of the really important point about any hires I'm doing. If I felt that I'm doing less than 10% of the duties of someone else in my team, that means he's not useful for me. So this is the...
Do you have any regrets, or if you look back at the past 4 years, you're like, I wish I did this sooner, or maybe I would have done that differently, or maybe I shouldn't have touched that? Is there anything like that from your journey?
Yeah, of course.